What's up, guys? It is Lord Beardo coming at you with a brand new Clash of Clans video, and we are down in Loot Nation V2 today, so we're going to discuss about feeder clans, my thoughts, the purpose, the reason why you need them, and first off, hats off to V2. Loot Nation V2 has been surging. They're on a 4-game winning streak. You can see that they've had their troubles in war, and a lot of times we use our feeder clan to send some of our main guys down there to just grab a little extra practice in war, and they had a lot of losses down at the bottom, but you'll see that they've been picking it up of recent, and mainly of like very recent, a 4-game winning streak. They are starting to make some moves down there. Now, we actually had a Loot Nation V2 about a year and a half ago, but we merged that with our main clan and did a massive overhaul of our clan. So now we needed another place to put new members, new feeders, people who want to just casually clash, and that's really what I want to get into. If you have a clan and it has, 47, 48 members, and you guys are constantly maxing it out to 50, but then removing one or two people, or people are leaving, and you're just getting a lot more attention in your clan, it is a good idea to start a feeder for yourself. Now, a feeder can operate in many different ways. You can then allow for your clan to have a war team and a loot team. And when you have people who are down for war when their heroes are down, generally those people are going to want to stick into the main and hang around and be there and whatnot. So you don't necessarily want to just throw everybody down to a feeder clan just because they have heroes down. So what do you do? What do you do as a clan? What you have to do is generate more attention for your feeder. You have to create for itself their own culture. Now, in the long run, if V2 ends up friendlying with the main and they're smashing us, that's awesome. That means they've done the right things for themselves. You're giving a clan a platform to start on, and that's the best thing. So you don't always want to give your best members to start a feeder. And I say this loosely because we used a lot of our best members who went down there, and a lot of, more political players. There's a lot of different facets and features and different things to Clash of Clans, and it allows for people to be good in certain ways. Now, not everybody is going to be a war monster, so what do you do with people when they're not a war monster? And they need to be, the social statues for people to look at and then feel like, hey man, I would like to be like that guy. Look at all his donations, look how active he is, look at how nice his base is coming along. So it's not just all about war all the time. I know my channel has a lot to do with wars, and that's just because I'm really into like competitive gaming, and when it's competitive for war, I act differently each raid than when I'm going in and getting loot, and that's just been the way it is. And that's one of the struggles I've had with using my mini account, is I just don't feel the same drive to grind through it because I could just log onto my main account. Now, I've recently gotten a little bit of a drive to want a better war army for my mini so I can go down into V2 and do certain things, but that's a story for another time. Big Daddy right here, look at the builder huts in the corner. Oh my goodness, it is heartbreaking. He's going to come up with a 99% 1-star because of that builder hut. And one of the things that I've noticed just from being down in a couple hours through our war is the little mistakes that are made in war. So if you're watching this and you're not a max town hall 10 or 11 or 9, and you're just kind of getting your feet wet to the game, you're a 7, you're an 8, you're a 6, and you're trying to watch content that's more relative, then this will be perfect for you and your friends to diagnose through. You should never, ever, 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 have I used enough evers? Maybe 2 more. Ever lose a battle because of a builder hut on the outside. It is one archer. That is just a lack of scouting in war. All you do is have to look at the base and say to yourself, wow, look it, there's builder huts on the outside. Let me make sure that I put down an archer or 2 on each of them to take care of the builder huts, because some of these wars, and this might be one of those wars for them, will be lost on something really goofy. See? You got Castle Noel right here. He's dropping an archer on each builder hut. Now that is always going to just be a smarter way of playing. So that's kind of what this video is all about. It's not just for the max Town Hall 9s and 10s and 11, and people who are coming up with high 80s and low 90% 2-stars, and they're looking to close that door on 3-star raids. Some people just need help getting 2-star raids, and that's what this is all about. Now, there's gonna be a decent amount of 3-starring in this video, Castle Noel, and when you're fighting down low and you have the ability to 3-star so much better. Town Hall 7 and Town Hall 8s should be 3-starring non-stop in war. Now, if you are struggling and you're Town Hall 7 or Town Hall 8, go ahead and write a comment in the bottom and I can give you a couple hints and tips and tactics, because there was a couple raids in this war where I thought to myself, oh man, he's just not placing his spells properly, or he's releasing his hounds before he releases his loons, and now his hounds are getting to the middle of the base and they just pop and burst and blow up, and the loons never get there to back up those hounds. So there are these little tips and tricks that some people just don't have the drive to go and learn on their own. So what you guys need to do, the ones watching this video, is help out your clan mates. You are only as strong as your weakest member in your clan. There is no yelling at people for having bad raids over and over and over. It does no good. You just frustrate somebody. You'll turn them off to the game. You won't allow them to actually learn because you've now added way too much pressure. It's not about that, man. This is not a game for that. And this is one of the reasons why I do love Clash of Clans so much, is because when you go to war, you are going to war with your entire clan. Every raid is going to help your clanmates get more loot. Every win is going to help them feel better about the clan, and you want everybody in one big massive unit to be excited about this game together, because if you get a couple people in a clan who's happy but then no one else is active, that clan's gonna die. And that's the thing about a feeder. A feeder is always going to be like a little baby that you need to coddle in the beginning. You're not going to have a lot of members. It's not going to have a lot of attention. Everybody coming in is going to wonder, well, when can I go to the main? Well, when can I go to the main? As a co-leader, as an elder, as somebody who's in that feeder, and I'm going to stop using the word feeder because we're not looking to take all the members from V2 and feed them into the main. We are looking to grow a culture. It is V2. It is Loot Nation version 2, baby. It should be better than the main in the long run. It should work out all the kinks in the beginning and in the middle that we took months and months and months to learn of trial and error, and you now just have that information. If you are looking to become a part of a clan, but you don't have a max out 10 or 11, or you are nervous about war and, proving yourself on a big stage, then come on over and check out V2. It is the perfect place to learn, and that is the process that I'm trying to do down there with these guys, because a lot of these spells you'll see are a little early. They're a little rushed. Some of the ones that you're watching with the Valkyries, they'll drop a rage spell and the troops will just run right out of the rage spell in 1 second, and you don't want that to happen. So you need a place to grow. You need a place to learn, and then that culture will take over like a snowball rolling down a mountain, and you will have one massive clan. And those guys, they're not even going to want to jump up to the main, because they're going to be like, dude, we're better than the main. You think that you're better, but we know that we're better. So it is going to be an interesting future for Loot Nation. We are exactly one clan rank away from having the troops being able to be donated +1. And what that means is, if you're donating level 4 wizards, when you donate them to a clanmate, they will become level 5. If you have 5s, they will become level 6. When you get to level 10 clan, you get double upgrade. So if you're giving somebody a level 4 wizard, you will be giving them level 6 wizards. And that's the point of being in a good clan, in a progressed clan, in a higher ranked clan, is to help out your teammates with better troops for war and for looting. Now, this is one of the past wars that Loot Nation came in and snuffed out this victory on a tie. So we're going to jump in here and check out some of Stefanidis's. He's got a very interesting air attack for sure, but you'll see right here, he double lightnings the top and bottom air defense and uses just one earthquake to take both of those air defenses down. Hats off, Steph. That was a solid use of his spells, and I say to myself, man, that almost seems like a fluke. Like, how often can that happen? Well, guess what? He does that again in this video. He has got the lightning quake combination for his spells down, and we were having a little discussion down in V2 about air raids, and he uses a lot of dragons in his air raids, and it works out very well for him. Now, I gotta say, I am a little disappointed in Steph and in the way that he leaves his builder huts on the outside, and this is something that you can take care of with just a little bit of extra planning. One balloon less, 5 archers, and he could have circled the top, the bottom, the left, and the right, and he would have been able to take down all the builder huts. Instead, he's just going to muscle through it because he has the troops to do it. You'll see he has the queen to 8 and the king to 10. So he's coming in as basically a mid-level Town Hall 9. Maybe not even, man, just a low Town Hall 9, I might even say, because he does have the giants and he does have the loons, but his hogs are a bit low, and he's only got the level 1 lava hound. So, you know, he's got a pretty decent Town Hall 9 army for himself, and that's what you're going to do in war. You're going to roll through Town Hall 8s if you have the 9 troops, and that's the point of it. That's what you want out of these wars. You want to be able to send in some of your higher guys to mop up their top tier bases that are 1 Town Hall down. So he's coming down and fighting the top 8s when he's a 9, and that's perfect. That's what you want. That's called good game planning. And a lot of people get a little upset about that because they're like, no, I should be crushing in war. I should be taking care of business on my own mirror. If you're always 3-starring your mirror, you are an elite Clash of Clans player. You're not just here every once in a while having good wars. You are an elite player, and that's just not the case all the time, but that's the beauty of everybody having 2 raids in a clan. You have your best clan fighters take on the best bases, and you need your other players to lock up the rest of the bases. If you're only crushing the top, and this happened to us in the main, we actually had a phenomenal war on the top 3 or 4 bases, and then we left stars all in the middle. Now, we were able to win that war, but it was really close. And the guys up top, the top Town Hall 11s, I mean, they're messaging me in my chat, in the Plex chat, and they're just like, dude, we're going to lose this war. We're going to lose this war because Town Hall 9s can't lock up mid Town Hall 9s. And I always feel bad because I'm like, you know, don't yell at them about that. You got to teach people. That is the point of this channel. That is the point of our clan. That is a point of our friendships in Clash of Clans. You want to teach each other how to be better players. You are only as good as your weakest member, and that is something that we believe in firmly at Loot Nation. We give people so many chances. There are so many people who could have been booted out and kicked out for bad war performances or doing stupid stuff in the clan, and we're constantly giving people the benefit of the doubt because that's what it's all about, man. This is a friendly game, and it is fun, and you don't take it lightly because there's a lot of competition to it, and there's a lot of bragging rights as to who's the best fighter and who has the best wars, but you also want to understand that you have to teach people how to play games. So if you are looking for some good old-fashioned teaching, come check out Loot Nation V2, and they will get you geared up. And all in all, I'm just really pumped to roll them out because they are our second clan. They're not just our feeder, they are Loot Nation, the version dos. And that's how we break it down around here, man. We're going to give them all the attention that we possibly can. We send members down there to fight with them frequently. We'll get co-leaders that go down there. And we have just a good old time when we're going down and fighting these smaller wars because they're easier wars to fight and there's less competition. The wars that we scrape in the main are pretty much out of control. But Loot Nation V2 is making it happen, and I just feel like they just deserve some limelight. So here they go. They're getting their limelight in, and as they begin to progress, and mainly once they get into that level 5 clan, they will be bringing in tons of better players just because of the sheer fact that they will be able to give more upgraded troops. So guys, if you enjoy Clash of Clans and you enjoy smashing in war, but you are not a really far progressed base, definitely come check out V2. Lord Beardo out.